We're back with Lisa Starr, one of my all-time favorites. Hey, girl.
Hey, Wynn. Hey, how are you doing, Alan?
Doing great, getting ready to go to IECSC Chicago, so there's no rest for the good guys or the good girls for that matter, right?
You are always on a plane somewhere.
Well, and I'm trying to travel less, and this doesn't relate to our subject, but the fact is, people, you got to get out of your own four walls. I mean, you've got to go to trade shows. You've got to visit other facilities. You can't clear your mind if you don't get out of your own facility.
No, I totally agree.
But, you know, today is singularly one of my favorite subjects of all time, and we could probably do a 10-parter on this. It's called front desk. Right?
We need them, but we don't invest in them, and we wonder why our retention isn't where we want it to be or our retail isn't where we want it to be. So yes, let's talk about it.
Okay, so I want to do this as if we can as a little different format. Can we do some quick Q&A? So quick questions from me, short answers from you. How's that?
Okay, I'll try and keep it short.
All right, number one. Top couple 3 skill sets. What are we looking for when we hire front desk?
Smiles, look me in the eye, be able to be articulate and make a sentence.
Question 2, do we need previous experience to be able to hire a front desk staff?
What kind of experience? I want retail or hospitality where you've been in front of a customer. I don't care if you had an office job where you talked on the phone. That doesn't translate.
Does it matter if they've had spa, salon, skincare experience?
No.
What about software experience?
You know, that's a great question, and you're making me feel my age. I remember when we used to have penmanship as one of the requirements. The young people today, they get the computer in 5 minutes. You know, it's just not an issue anymore. So unless you're hiring people over the age of 50, I think you're going to be fine.
Wait, that's us. Wait, I've always been an early adapter. So for me, I never thought anything strange about, new program, wait, let me learn what it is. But I know that is not always the
case.
Okay, back on Q&A. Do they know how to sell retail?
Well, we hope that they do. And that's why you're looking for people who can speak and who are friendly. Then further in the interview process, we get into what products do you use? Do you have selling experience? Because they do have to finish the sale, right? The technician starts it, but it gets finished at the front desk 9 times out of 10.
How do we test a front desk person when they come in to interview? You mentioned some things you're looking for, but unlike a therapist where you can do some protocols and train and check, how do you check out a front desk person?
You know what I do? I invite them to come in and spend 2 to 3 hours behind the desk on a busy day. I want them to see what they're doing. I find that often they think spas are very relaxing. You know, and then they get there and the phone's ringing and people are checking out and they're like, wow. So I want them to see it, and I want to see how they interact with the staff. And I will tell you that 2 hours, the questions they ask the other workers and the way they interact tells us a lot about how they'll be as an employee.
Right. So you're inviting them in. They should be willing to invest a couple hours of their time. They should really want to interview you the same way we would be interviewing them. Do you like it?
I think it's a great chance to see what we're offering you. And hey, if it's not for you, great. Let us know now. I don't want to find out next month.
Too expensive to hire incorrectly just to get rid of someone a day, a week, or a month.
Listen, many of us listening could say that they've had the same experience where I've hired front desk people, and the first day they're like a deer in the headlights and they go to lunch and they never come back. And it's like, why did we do that? So now I'm like, let's just pull the curtains back and let them see the whole deal before we proceed.
Next question. Do we allow for people to kind of work their phone and be on their own social media during the day? Is there quiet time when that's actually their time, or is it strictly regulated to breaks, etc.?
You know, Alan, I'm old school, and I would have said even 2 years ago they're not allowed to be on their device, but we're fighting a losing battle. Those devices are like part of their body. And so as long as their work doesn't suffer, and maybe they can be social media in your spa while they're at it on their Facebook and their Instagram, you've just got to keep an eye on it. But I don't think we can forbid it anymore. I really don't.
Okay. You need a very clear position description for this specific area of the spa because it's completely different than everywhere else.
Completely different and so busy, check in, check out, the phone's ringing, they have so much to do. And those inflection points are the first and last contact the client has with us, the most important part of the visit. Hence, I have, for Win Business, we have an online training program for spa concierges. It's 4 parts, 4 hours. It's designed to do with your team, but we talk about how do we answer the phone? How are we upselling and getting the client the right appointment? How are we checking them out? Are we optimizing the retail? Are we rebooking them? Because this is what we need as owners to have happen.
That was 4.5 minutes of Q&A with Alan and Lisa on front desk. It's just, to me, I want to share just 2 quick experiences that both of them happened this week. Kathy and I and another couple, we go down the street to eat at the Chinese restaurant right here, and a table of 7 people, the dad, the mother, the kids, come in. 6 of the 7 like this through the whole meal.
I know.
No conversation. We don't allow it at our dinner table, but when you said it's part of them, it's kind of part of adults today too. Secondly, our dishwasher died. We went into this high-end place down the street here, and this is what I hear from the front desk. Like this. Can I help you?
Oh, that's so exciting. I'm so excited to be here.
Wait, I'm already have a foot out the door. So
right.
This shadowing and understanding of how you're front. Hey, welcome. How are you doing? I'm so glad you're back. What can I help you with today? Right?
How hard is that, right? It's free. Just smile and be friendly. And hey, how are you doing? But it's amazing how difficult that is for some people. So let's not hire those people.
I'm making a shameless pitch here, but I know your concierge class, I would almost use that as a test. I'd put someone I just hired into it, not even a seasoned professional, because I want to see if they're cut out to do this.
Well, it is really useful. We show them role plays. They get a test at the end. And it doesn't mean they'll be perfect, but it means you can't say they didn't understand what was expected.
That was Front Desk with Lisa Starr from Win Business. Reach out to her. That shameless pitch, right? I mean, the classes are so critical because most of us, Lisa, were not born to do this. We didn't just automatically learn it. It didn't pop in our head, and that means educate, educate, educate. So thank you again, always, for sharing your amazing knowledge over the 35 years you've been doing this.
My pleasure, Alan. Thank you.